Arniel Brunk, we're ready for you now.
Finally. I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Well?
Habadra speaks true. The dragons fought each other.
Your eyes are what they used to be, Grandma.
Whether writ or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the fight? Interesting. Most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the Shaveskin General. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent. Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the General unannounced.
You ever realize how big this inn is? The other day, I found another level I didn't even know existed. But, oh, you probably want to buy something.
Make friends in Senchal? Buy some drinks and hand them out. There's no fun.
I honestly don't know what I was thinking, bringing my vastly superior cooking skills to the slums of Senchal. These Khajiit wouldn't know a refined meal if it jumped off a plate and smacked them square between the eyes.
Can't you see that I'm trying to drink away my sorrows? It's an extremely delicate process, you know. Doesn't require company. Today, you are very, very funny. General Renmus's schedule is full today. If you want to see him, fill out your paperwork and submit it, just like everyone else. I didn't know you were feeling so generous, Walker. I suppose your name can be added to the general schedule, but that is all, yes? You'll need to secure the proper documents and delay his previous appointment. Thanks for the generous donation. Let's just make sure this lit. I'm going to finish my drink and then find the next ship off of this moon's forsaken city. If dragons weren't bad enough, all these refugees will eat Senshal out of house and home. I'm leaving.
And our children, what of them?
I do not know.
We must know. There's no work in Senchal. How will we feed them?
We can't go back home, dearest. There's nothing left.
I know, I'm scared. I don't want the children to starve.
When the 16 kingdoms were only 16 tribes, a hero ambled forth, all tall and tough and wise. How sleek he is, how fragrant, a 5-claw, no, a 10. He races giants just for fun, and charges into Who is he? Unzari. Sing it loud, sing it clear. Fighter, lover, poet, thief. Sing it strong, brave and sly, rarely shy. He never steers you wrong. No dungeon cage can hold him, no lock can bar his way. Some stories claim that he's a god, or so they say. He dragged the light from Joan and Job down to the growing fields, and now we have moon sugar and all the good it yields. Who is he? Kunzari, Kunzari. Sing it loud, sing it clear. Thief, he's one Khajiit to chill. Who is he? Kunzari.
People told Mur... If you mean to make it with...
Yes?
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus? And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast. Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in southern Elsweyr. I won't discount the possibility, but I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Halt! Official business only.
We have an appointment with General Renmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right. You can go in.
It's not every day that Captain Sai Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And this from a man who couldn't even protect our Emperor.
Perhaps you should speak.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon? An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources. Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senshal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Let's speak outside.
What do you want?
Well, look there. We have a guest.
Wait, hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon? Then I want to help. Or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senshal. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island. I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senshal. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation. He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a sench rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you. I should head back to the palace. Good luck.
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senshal I can tell you. Otherwise, we can meet in the city's outskirts. Very well. Follow me. Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senshal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night.
Well?
Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives. While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of Elsweyr who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Costco, you won't, Saji. Really do. Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He has lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on? The perfect pounce! The finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay! Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew. He is sure of it. Nartis Meris. Ugh, may he suffer 1,000 salty cuts. No, but Nartis does. And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail, and that's where Nartis will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker? Aelia sent you. Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well, it's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island. We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartis. It is a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senshal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the perfect pounce. Then we steal her back. He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the perfect pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks. Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains as sharp as a blade. We came to Senshal for provisions. It is unlikely that Nartis would journey out to sea without stocking up first. That means dealing with the vagabonds in Southgard ruins. It used to be a fort, but as the name suggests, it's seen better days. Now, pirates and brigands call it home. They will not welcome outsiders. Ah, and so we finally move on to one of Zaji's favorite topics of conversation. The perfect pounce is home to the sleekest profiteers this side of the Topal Bay. She is captained by a roguishly handsome Khajiit who sought fortune from a young age. Indeed he is. There is no treasure too hidden, no adventure too perilous, no glory too great for Zaji and his loyal crew. Danger? This one does not know the word. In such situations, Zaji tends to go with his well-toned gut. And his gut says this dragon will be a problem for Senchal eventually. He will help those brave enough to hunt the beast down. Right after we find the pouch, of course. Casca? Why, she's the Pounce's first mate, of course. Don't take her manner personally, Walker. She's a Khajiit of few words and little patience. And so this one would recommend you stay on her gut side, yes? She didn't earn the title Casca the Unconquered without biting off a few heads. Do not try your luck, Walker. We must sneak in, Casca. Sneak. You do remember how to do that, yes?
I remember the last time you tried to sneak somewhere. Did you ever remove all those cactus spines from your arse?
Those cactus spines never stung as much as your betrayal, Casca.
Oh, yes, my third betrayal of the day. But who's counting?
Our new companions certainly love to quarrel. Zaji wants to infiltrate the encampment and take Nartis by surprise. Casca, on the other hand, suggests we launch a frontal assault and deal with him directly. Very well. We'll start our search at the north entrance. I'll follow your lead. Meanwhile, Zaji and Casca can make their way to the other side of the encampment. I'll leave their strategy to them. Luckily, Zaji provided a map of the area. I've determined a few locations where I believe Nartis may be, given their relative isolation from the rest of the encampment. At the very least, this path should let us search most of it. Enough. Do you accept the plan?
It is an excellent plan. We'll circle around to the back, yes?
And knowing your mouth will alert every pirate in Southgard along the way.
What? Zaji is the epitome of discretion!
I'm going to take the lay of the land. I'll meet you at the entrance to the camp. See Nartis. Let's move on.
Nobody calls me a war rat. Nobody.
Rats aren't so bad. Sure, they carry diseases, but who here doesn't?
A sharp eye, mate. Too many unicorns.
Dragons! Ah, I dare one of those lizards to come tangle with us!
No sign of the Dark Elf here. Let's head north.
Well?
Damn, this humidity! Moloch's jawbone, I miss one part.
Just the damn rats again. Just the damn rats again.
Stop right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now, after him. Well, that's one way to catch a thief.
Walker, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard.
All right, I admit it. I stole the perfect pounds and brought it here to Southgard. But I no longer have the ship, I don't. I sold the ship to Admiral Irathi, but they haven't set sail yet. The ship is still berthed on the south docks. Irathi hasn't even finished loading up the slaves. Did I say slaves? Silly me! I meant cargo. They're loading cargo. I would never sell a Khajiiti ship to a slave trader. All right, yes, Irathi is a slaver. But I swear I didn't know that until after I sold her the ship. Please, you have to believe me, I'm innocent here.
Zaji wants you to know there are no hard feelings. In our business, it's sink or swim, yes? Oh, that's right! You can't swim. That went exactly as planned, which honestly may be a first for Zaji. Zaji is counting on it. There's no place for slavers in Elsweyr. But there's plenty of room at the bottom of the sea. Perhaps Kenarthi will even take pity on Nartis and guide him to wherever it is that Dark Elves go. There's not a sailor in the Topal Bay who hasn't heard of Admiral Irathi and her practices. Many Khajiit have suffered because of her. But now we have a chance to repay this suffering. Oh, you want a plan? Now, that plan would be... Zaji and the Bearded One will draw away the slavers. Meanwhile, Casca will help you secure the perfect house. We'll reconvene when the coast is clear.
Against my better judgment, I think we should follow Zaji's plan. Besides, it's best if you help secure the boat. We wouldn't want our new friend sailing off without us. Let's just say I'm not discounting the possibility. Aelia Renmus seems like a respectable woman, but she may not be the best judge of character. For now, let's hold up our end of the bargain.
make sure you keep up, Walker. Admiral, it's so good to finally meet you. Remove that wheel lock or we'll never sail out of here.
It is good to be home.
We should sail for Senchal before reinforcements arrive.
Excellent point. Hey, Walker! Get us out of here!
I told you the captain would get the pounce back.
I heard what happened from the crew. I'm glad you were there to help recover the pounce. I don't think Zaji would have handled the loss of his ship very well. Speaking of Zaji, did he agree to sail you to the island? I'm glad to hear it. I knew Zaji wouldn't let you down. I'm coming with you. If this dragon is going to attack Senchal, I want to help defeat it. Besides, I'm sure you could use an extra hand. I'm good with a bow. Look, I'm aware of the risks, believe me. But this city is my home. I can't just stay behind and hope you stop this threat. Not when I can help. I won't stand by while my father and friends are in danger.
This one is cleaning. You may help clean or you may stop bothering this one. Whatever needs doing. Cleaning, mopping, stabbing. Sometimes this one stabs and then cleans up afterward. Also, Chisbari is well known for her cheery disposition. Hooray! See? Chisbari is so cheery.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounds, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the Pounds has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was her captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Bazahar the Bull. A heartless taskmaster who didn't care a lick about his crew. The Pounds was a lot less colorful back then, in more ways than one. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well cared for, and he's always excited for the next adventure. It's a bit contagious, actually. Still, I don't know if this ship could actually function without Casca. I won't deny Zaji is cunning when he wants to be, but it's Casca that keeps this ship afloat. She schedules for repairs, oversees our provisions, pays the crew. And she keeps us all safe, of course. I haven't seen her lose a fight yet.
You're competent, I'll give you that. Enough to slay a dragon? We'll see. The odds don't look good. We don't know the island. We have no idea how strong the dragon is. We'll have to improvise, and that rarely goes well. And wait for this dragon to burn the city to the ground? No, it's better to die fighting than to perish hiding behind a wall. Besides, we're profiteers. We know a thing or two about risk. Someone on this ship has to be. If everyone plans for sunny weather, how will we survive a storm? Despite the odds, it's not hopeless though. If we can fight, then there is always a chance we can win.
Guess the captain got the Pounds back. He always does. Not the first time he's lost it, you know. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the weight of the grime and barnacles. Not that any of these louts would notice. Enough jawing. I've got to see what condition the Pounces come back in.
Now that we've secured a vessel, our next step is to infiltrate the dragon's lair. Zaji will stay on his ship in case we need to make a quick retreat. Casca, on the other hand, has asked to join our hunt. If she wishes to protect her home, she should have that chance. Once we reach the island, we'll search for the dragon. Luckily, we have the Horn of Jadari to help us fight the beast. Indeed, our journey to recover the relic may have been a long one, but it's proven to be an invaluable weapon. That being said, we may find more resistance than just a dragon on the island. Another ship was seen heading toward the island. I'm not sure if its crew are friend or foe, but we must be prepared for the worst. We can set sail immediately, or perhaps you would like to take a moment to become familiar with it. We can set sail. Let's discuss our plan of attack. Judging by that docked ship, we are not the only ones who have business on this island. There's a Dragon Guard proverb. Prepare your counter before the blow. In other words, if they swing at you, be ready to swing back. I also recommend we split our forces to cover more ground. I spotted a cavern northeast of here. Scout ahead and see where it leads. Meanwhile, Casca, Aelia, and I will search for the main entrance to those ruins. Aelia, Casca, you're with me. Stick close and prepare to fight.
I'm always ready to fight. Just keep an eye on the little one.
I can take care of myself, you know.
This gate won't budge. Does anyone see a lever? Good to see you, warrior. Thanks for the assistance. Hold your positions. was certainly effective. Well done, my friend. Yourselves. Inside, now! Follow the beast!
Who are these people, and why are they attacking us?
They are enemies to be defeated. Nothing else matters.
These banners, the motifs. There's no mistaking it. This is a dragon god's sanctuary. How dare a dragon desecrate these hallowed halls? Well said. I was able to track the dragon's movements. It should be just up ahead. Aelia and Casca have agreed to guard this hall while we move forward.
Be prepared, little one. I can smell them coming.
How many?
Does it matter? They will die all the same.
Where are you, vile beast? Show yourself! Dare to meet your end! The horn didn't work. How?
Of course not. That's my horn, mortals. Tell me how you came to possess it.
My companion will speak with you, dragon. But make one wrong move, and my blade will cut deep.
I am Naphalar. I do not fear you, hunter. If you seek a battle, understand that it will be to the death. I would rather talk, though. Where did you get my horn? Zukorav. Ah, so it was Valoksin who hid it from me. To protect our kind from the horn's power, no doubt. Such an honorable fool. And why do you seek to kill me? Are you one of Latvulan's thralls? My oldest foe. A dragon of great power and evil intent. He gathered a cult to do his bidding and subjugated our brothers to his cause. Those who oppose him die. He plans to destroy this land, and me along with it. Why would I attack the Kaz city? It means nothing to me. Only Latvulan matters. You have dispatched many of my brother's followers, so I shall spare your lives. You may even keep my horn. I have no need of it.
Hold! This dragon means us no harm.
No harm? Did we come all this way for nothing?
That's still to be determined. For now, let's spread out and see what we can find. Well, I certainly didn't factor this into my plans. The Dragon Guard were very clear about their dealings with dragons. Hunt them, slay them, use their parts. Yet this one shares our goals. This Latvulan seeks to destroy all of Tamriel. If Nathalar wants to stop that, I'd say we have a common cause. As the Red Guard proverb tells us, if we share an enemy, let our blades strike as one. I may not like it, but Nathalar possesses knowledge about Latvulan that we just don't have. And the might of a dragon at our disposal isn't something to toss away lightly. Yes, I'd rather have Nathalar on our side than against us. Our mission was successful, my friend. It just didn't end as we expected. We secured passage to the island. We found the dragon, and we made sure Senchal was safe. At least from this potential threat. Not bad for a day's work. We also need to learn more about this dragon Latvulan. If it does indeed wish to destroy all of Tamriel, then an alliance is our best way to end that threat. I'm just glad I have your support in this. Your help has already been invaluable. If we're to fight back against Latvulan, we'll need more than a single dragon. We'll need an order dedicated to eradicating this threat. The time has come to reform the Dragon Guard. I do. The crew of the Perfect Pounce already helped us on one dragon hunt. I'd like you to see if they'd join us for many more. Speak to Zaji and see if he and his crew want to join our order. Let's hope Zaji takes our offer seriously. He may find it hard to believe that we want his crew to join the Dragon Guard. In fact, I'm having a hard time believing it myself. But by Lecky, we need them. The Imperial Dragon Guard was formed centuries ago by Riemann I, founder of the Second Empire. Though we seek to emulate the Order's dragon hunting practices, the Dragon Guard was originally created to act as Riemann's honor guard. I suspect it has to do with the Order's Akaviri origins. When the Akaviri invaded Tamriel, they were defeated by Riemann and ultimately swore loyalty to him and his heirs. They eventually became his Dragon Guard. The Akaviri have a long history of hunting dragons in their homeland, and so the Dragon Guard were both the Emperor's honor guard and accomplished dragon hunters. This lasted for nearly 2 centuries, until the assassination of Riemann III. The Dragon Guard was officially disbanded. Some members swore loyalty to the Potentate and acted as his spy masters, while others became mercenaries. There were even members who continued to hunt dragons, though in much smaller numbers than before. Members of the Dragon Guard were the premier soldiers of the Empire. They were master strategists, disciplined and honor-bound. It's no exaggeration to say they were the best of the best. We, on the other hand, have a crew of pirates. Yes, how could I forget? I led young Aelia in her first battle. None of them are my first choice. They've all shown themselves to be dedicated to protecting Elsweyr and its people. They will have to do. The Imperial Dragon Guard was formed centuries ago by Riemann.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always does. Not the first time. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the...
I'm glad that Senchal is safe, but making an alliance with a dragon? I'm not so sure about that.
Zaji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? Hmm? No. Best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Zaji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Zaji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Hounds will join your Dragon Guard. Ah, yes. Zaji will speak to the crew. However, there are 2 crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting. The Dragon Guard! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Zaji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now, that's not saying much, since most of my crew can't read. The Dragon Guard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, she's Bari the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Oh, Zaji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the Bearded One, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call. This one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course, Zaji is their captain after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest dragon guard to ever walk the sands of Elsweyr. It's just a matter of time.
Our mysterious crew has departed. Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragon Guard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away in foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
I can't believe we're in a Dragon Guard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures. It was all quite exciting. You want me to join your order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Red Guard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragon Guard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragon Guard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Red Guard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Red Guard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of general by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Central and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly. And a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Aelia. That was all that mattered.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze. Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Oh, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragon Guard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those new moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are. And what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
Nathalar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Latvalan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nathalar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Zaji say to my proposal? Excellent. I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragon Guard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nathalar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.
You are wise to ally yourselves with me. Latvulan will not stop until Tamriel is destroyed. He has raised an army and forced my brothers to join his crusade. Those who refuse, die. He must be stopped, for the good of my kind, as well as for yours. A dragon's words have power few mortals understand. When we swear an oath, we are bound by it. That is our way. The dragon Yagrandu vowed to aid me in a time of need. We must seek him out and remind him of his oath. I do, but I do not know where he hides. I leave that task to you, as the Dragon God of old were known to be accomplished trackers. Seek the aid of a companion who knows this land well, and let them guide you. Now go, hunter. Find your Grandu. Finding your Grandu requires a test of skill rather than mere bravery. I am curious to see how you and your companions fare. Your Grandu ran afoul of a powerful dragon hunter in a time before the Dragon God. I found him, injured and cornered, and offered my aid. For a price. Knowing that his life was forfeit, he begrudgingly agreed. My kind call it a soul smear, a blood allegiance. It is an unbreakable bond, stronger than any vow uttered by a mortal. Your Grandu is bound to pay his debt by a magic older than any you know. If you find him, he will join our cause.
We're part of the Dragon Guard, Aelia. It's not stealing.
I think we should ask before putting them on.
But it looks so good on you. Look what we found, Walker. Zaji has to say, the Dragon Guard certainly has style, though this one did decide to make a few alterations. Now, what's our next move? What does our dragon friend have up his scaly sleeve? A missing dragon, huh? Then you'll want to head to Kenarthi's Breath Temple. The priests there can find all sorts of things, if your cause is just. I'm certain they wouldn't mind helping the noble Dragon Guard defeat a great evil. South of Black Heights, Zaji's childhood village. Just follow the ringing of the bells, yes? You can't miss it. Zaji will meet you there? Yes, of course. This one is your resident expert, after all. He just did not realize that his first Dragon God mission would take him back to Black Heights. He hasn't visited since... well, he has never visited. Kenarthi is the goddess of the winds. She guides the Khajiit, ensuring our ships reach safe harbor and our souls find the sands behind the stars. With Kenarthi's power, the priests can guide us to what we seek. Something to do with the bells, Zaji thinks. He has never seen the ritual, of course. It is only performed in times of dire need, such as when a group of brave Dragon Guard must find a dragon, yes? The only thing remarkable about Black Heights is just how unremarkable it is. Nothing ever happens there. The villagers paint the wall of life. The priests pray to Kenarthi for guidance. It's all very, very dull. A big mural. The villagers each add to it before they die, preserving their stories for generations to come. Zaji remembers staring at it when he was a Jakajit. The stories of this one's ancestors made Zaji think... That's it. Merchants, weavers, fishers, and farmers, there were now stories of heroes, no glorious tales of adventure. All Zaji saw in that mural was a life too dull to contemplate. And so, this one ran away and never looked back. It's settled. To Black Heights.
And I'm coming with you.
What? You don't trust Zaji to handle this?
Not in the slightest.
you hear? Zaji managed to steal the perfect bounce back. And you managed to lose it again.
Southeast Breath Temple, home to sweet winds and pleasant chimes.
Zaji, I don't like your tone. Is there something you're not telling us?
Well, this one may not have left home on the best of terms.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zaji. I didn't mean to pry. Do you want to wait outside?
Lovely, Aelia. Your words are as a soothing balm. With you by Zaji's side, he can do anything. Let's venture forth.
Oh no. Oh no.
Mother, it's been so long.
Out! Out of this temple! You disrespect Yanarthi with your very presence.
Please, this is important. We're trying to save all of Elsweyr.
Then this one will speak with your companions. As for you, out!
Zaji will, wait outside.
Zaji claims you seek to save Elsweyr, yes? Dedali doesn't believe anything that comes out of that insolent cop's mouth. But you should not be judged for his failings. Why have you come here? A noble quest. Unfortunately, this temple will be of little help. We lost one of our sacred temple bells many years ago. We have not been able to call upon Kanathi's guidance ever since. Dedali's Jekozitova's son stole it. That is why Zaji is no longer welcome in this temple. Still, Kanathi shows grace in all things, even betrayal. If you find the bell and return it, this one will search for your dragon. Once you return the bell, Dedali will call the winds of Kanathi to lead you to what you seek. Should all go well, they will take you to this dragon. This is a place of worship, dedicated to Kanathi, goddess of the winds. She fills Kariti sails and guides our ships to safe harbor. She carries the souls of the departed to the sands behind the stars and leads our heroes to glory. We pray to Kanathi to share her knowledge, for all of Tamriel feels the caress of her winds. We train to hear her words in the ringing of our sacred bells. Through them, we can find that which is lost. So you must get Zaji to return the bell. Why Zaji would perform such sacrilege is beyond this one's wisdom. It wasn't that Dedali was surprised he left. Anyone could see his paws itched for travel. But to steal from our holy temple? Dedali did not become clan mother of Black Height for holding a grudge. Anyone who seeks to help Elsweyr against these terrible dragons deserves our aid, even if it means dealing with Dedali's traitorous son.
You would think a life devoted to the divines would make Mother a bit more forgiving. Well, what did she say? Zaji had trouble hearing your conversation from the other side of... Stole? That is not the exact word Zaji would use. Regardless, returning it would be tricky. To purchase the perfect pounce, Zaji sold the bell to the Skooma Lord, Bahazar the Bull. Said trade involved certain promises. Zaji happened to mention that the bell could be used to find things, which is entirely true. Of course, this one had no idea how to use the bell in that way. Bazahar was not pleased when he learned this. Murderously so. Zaji has made a point to keep track of Bazahar's movements to avoid a confrontation. For example, he currently hides out in Moonlit Cove. If we want the bell, we'll have to sneak in and steal it back. Moonlit Cove is just south of here, right on the coast. A beautiful place to visit, if you ignore the skooma dealers and the pirates skulking. The cove's waters are filled with moonlight. Many go to drink from its waters, for its holy properties, you understand. At least they used to. Now a skooma lord has taken over, laying claim to the sacred water and attacking anyone who enters. Ugh. Bazahar has some harebrained scheme. Probably thinks the moonlit water can be used to make more potent moon sugar, which in turn could make more potent skooma. But what does Zaji know about skooma? Less than you might think, yes. No idea. Zaji knows he's there, somewhere, but Zaji has never gone in for a closer look. We'll just have to do what Zaji does best.
Improvise!
In Zaji's defense, he stole a lot of things that night. Besides, how was he supposed to know the bell was so important? The temple has so many, he just thought Mother would replace it. So Mother claims, but how special can one tiny bell be? Zaji thinks she just wants to punish him, make him run all over southern Elsweyr to prove how sorry he is. And he will, for the Dragon Guard. But that doesn't mean he will...
They say outsiders are coming to Senshal to rebuild the Dragon Guard. Have you
Take
ever
a
heard
breath,
of anything
Mishka,
so
before you faint. What do you mean he's gone to Canarsie? Has he passed?
If it was Canarsie who took him, I would be relieved. The wall of life.
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, even my cat. All lost.
Yeah!
Stay back, stranger. The shrines are shuttered and the sea waters stagnant and squalid. Or are you part of the syndicate? Here? Yes. Sacrilegious smugglers and sugar tools. They came in their skiffs and turned our sacred shrines into skooma stays. Now the waters stink of their scummy stock. Shaveskins, the lot of them. Should our shrines stay soiled, the sojourners who seek sanctification here will steep in soured skooma. Shazar shudders to surmise what sickness spawns from these suspect waters. Srendar sends me a saint. To sanctify the shoal, you must seek the sacred shrines inside the moonlit cove and sip from their source. Swallowing the sacramental waters will suffuse you with their sanctity and the skooma. Then we send it out to sea. Steady, sleek one. The sparkling waters streaming from the shrines are sacred. Their spiritual strength will safeguard you and allow you to sanctify the shoal once more. Shazar is seldom mistaken. To strip the sacred sugar suspended in the shoal's shallows. All the light Joan and Jode shines upon the sea surges into this cove and mixes with the spring waters spilling from our shrines and settles on the shore, ensnaring the moonlight within. Assuredly, it sparkles like strands of sapphires sailing on the tide. Before the cove was spoiled by these scoundrels, soaking in the sweet waters brought Khajiit perfect serenity. Now Shazar has heard screaming and shouting from within the cove. The senseless shrieking of sugar tooths whipped into hysteria. The skooma these sinners swill stinks of unsavory scum. Surely, no Shazar slogged many days across the scorch to soak here. So this... Explore this place as a cub. He'll sniff out where Bazahar is hiding.
At least we don't see many sea elves this far east. Most of these Kashyyyk make better rogues than crew. We don't see many sea elves this far east. Most of these Kashyyyk would make better rugs than crew.
stuff his body in a barrel.
Speaking to me.
I want to catch some jelly for dinner. I rarely have them outside Black Marsh.
that stench. This must be where Bazahar's hiding. Come on. Let's go.
The next batch is sick. Even sugar pills owned by Spooner drives you mad. Most of these Khajiit would make better rugs than crew.
Already going for growth.
I'm going to cut his throat and stuff his body in a barrel.
sees how they look down their noses.
Wanted to brew skooma, I'd have become a barman.
At least we don't see many sea elves this far east.
Lunatics like hounds. They already go for the throat.
they look down their noses at us. Oh! It's grass moonlight in the wall. This one's its gold.
One of those jellies in the stock? I bet they
We'll save it, strip it out, and take it in.
At least we don't see many sea elves this far.
What do you think? I wish those smoke-addled wastrels would keep it down.
make better rugs than crew.
One more time. I'm going to cut his throat and stuff his body in a barrel.
say we strip down and take it in.
The water was so sweet. Now,
Bazahar's stench is unmistakable. He's locked himself in this chamber. Probably has his loot nearby too. Hopefully, that includes the bell. We just have to figure out how to get inside. When Zaji lived here, he used this cove to get away from Mother's constant nagging. It was also a good spot to bring the lovely sweetmeats, yes? Back in the day, Zaji even snagged a key to the back chambers from a sleeping moon priest. It wasn't his hideout then, but yes. Well, no. Zaji knows where he left it though. Come, Walker. Zaji has a lockbox hidden near that ladder. It should be here somewhere.
Aren't scared of Khajiit? They keep getting into the sugar sacks.
Do not groom your legs after winging in the show. Trust this one.
See that alcove up ahead? It was Zaji. Zaji left.
Stay clear.
Most of these Khajiit would make better rugs than you. At least we don't see many sea elves this far east.
Drink from the shrine pot. You sugar wizard won the lunatic who tried to eat another's face. They clear that.
To brew skooma, I'd have become a barman.
Stay out of the stock, unless you want to wind up like those other sad flickers.
She'd plan to double-cross us. I'm sure of it.
This one has sailed with the tiger shark for years. He knows what he is doing.
Thought smuggling skooma was supposed to be safer than slaving.
I say we train those drug-addled lunatics like hounds. They already go for the throat.
Even sugar too. No respect for one with your tool an overgrown cat.
I want to catch some jellies for dinner. I rarely have them outside Black Marsh.
Wanted to brew skooma,
Most of these
I'd have
cashews would
become
make
a
better rugs than...
What is it that makes this moon sugar so potent?
See, Zadie knew you could do it.
What comes? It's Zadie by the door.
Stay upwind of Bazahar. He's rot. That's him! Bazahar the bull! Go get him, Walker!